guys! So for today's video, I'm going to talk about being single. And I know in a couple of my other videos I mentioned that I don't have a boyfriend, and so for today, I'm going to talk about some reasons why I think that is. I know that when a lot of girls are single, they like to blame it on the guys, but I'm not going to do that because I think that me being single has everything to do with me and the problems that I have and not the guys who don't like me. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started, and I hope that you guys enjoy the video. So the first reason why I think I'm still single is because I can be a really shy person. And I know in my videos doesn't really seem like that because I feel like when you make YouTube videos you have to be outgoing to a certain extent or else it doesn't make for a good video. But in everyday life, in everyday social situations, I just feel like such an awkward person sometimes. Like when I'm talking to a guy, I don't really know what to say half the times. Like I stutter and I don't even sound like a human being. And it's really unfortunate, and I feel like if I was able to talk to guys better, that I would be in a lot better situation right now. I think on the same note, by me being really shy, I don't really go out and get what I want. Like, I'm not really a go-getter. I just kind of wait on the back burner for guys to come up to me. And sometimes in life, you just have to take risks, and I'm really, really bad at that. So I just kind of sit back and I wait for guys to come to me. But sometimes when I'm out in public, I see a guy and I'm looking at the way that he is and I think that I might really like him. And if I don't act now, then I'll probably never see him again. And I just wish that I had the confidence to go up to him and say like, hey, my name's Christy, I would like to get to know you, but I can never do that, and I just feel like if I was a little bit more outgoing that these things would just fall into place for me, but by being so shy they just never do, and sometimes it leads to regret. So the second reason why I think I'm still single is because I have a lot of fears, and I know when it comes to relationships a lot of people have fears, but I feel like I just have so many more compared to other people. I am scared of getting hurt. I'm scared of investing everything I have into a relationship and it not work out. I'm scared of wasting a couple years of my life on someone who isn't worth it. I'm scared of really loving someone and then they change into someone that I hate. And I just feel like all these fears are preventing me from getting a boyfriend because I'm really, really scared of what could happen. I mean, potentially being in a relationship could be a really good thing, but all the things I'm fearful about are really holding me back, and I don't think it's good for me, but at the same time, I can't really help it. The third reason why I think I'm still single is because I kind of have high standards. And it's a little bit tricky because I don't think my standards are so high that I would never be able to find a guy who fits them. But at the same time, I think they're just high enough that the kind of guy I'm looking for just doesn't come around every day. I think that if I lowered my standards just a little bit, that I would be a little bit better off. I think that relationships are all about accepting a person's flaws as well as the things that you really like about them. But sometimes I put so much emphasis on a person's flaws and I look at them as deal breakers sometimes when I really shouldn't, because they're not that big of a deal. They're just flaws and you can learn to accept them. But I'm really bad at doing that. So I think that if I just learn to let go a little bit, then I would put myself in a much better position to finally get a boyfriend. The fourth reason why I think I'm still single is because I choose the wrong guys. And I think that this is one of the main reasons why a lot of girls are still single, because they just focus on the wrong ones. As much as I try to pick the good ones, it seems like it never works out for me. I always either like the guys who already have girlfriends, guys who are completely horrible people, or they just don't like girls like me. And it seems like the more that I try in my everyday life to pick guys who are good for me, I can never do it. So I've just kind of stopped trying because clearly my eye for guys, it's just not that good yet. I don't know. I'm trying to help it, but I don't really know how I can. So the fifth and final reason why I think I'm still single is because I hold on to the things that will never be. And what I mean by that is when you really like a person and you know for a fact that they will never like you back, it's really hard to let go. You feel like you're so invested in the person and you think that maybe one day there's a possibility that it might work out. But in their mind, it's never going to happen. But you continue to hold on anyway. And when you do that, you kind of close your mind off to everybody else who is around you. And everybody else who is around you could potentially be the greatest person and the person that you've been looking for your entire life. But you don't see that because you're so focused on this one person who will probably never like you. So I think that in order for me to get a boyfriend, I really need to keep an open mind and stop focusing on these relationships that are never going to work out and focus on all these other ones that have the possibility of being really good. So guys, those are the 5 reasons why I think I'm still single. If you felt like you could relate to any of the things I talked about in this video, then please leave a comment down below and tell me about it. Also, if you can think of any other reasons why you think you're still single, then please leave a comment down below and tell me about them as well, because I would love to read them. But I think that's going to be it for today, so I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next video.